Hello, my happy readers. It's Shed Time Stories with me, Issy. Are you ready to share a new story? I have chosen a story called Lost Hat, and it's taken from the second book in the series of the wonderful tales of Pixie Bramble and his woodland friends. If you have this book at home, you can read along with me. The author, the person who has written this story, is Christine Jordan. And the illustrator, the person who has drawn all the pictures, is Stella Mirabella. Now, Pixie Bramble left his hat on a toadstool, but when he went back, it wasn't there. Shall we read and find out what's happened to it? Deep in the woods at night, where the moon shines her silvery light, the fairies and pixies come to play amongst the toadstools. Poor Pixie Bramble had lost his lovely new hat. "Oh, Bramble," said Bluebell, "why did you take it off?" "I had been hopping on one leg for ages," said Bramble, "and I started to get very hot, so I took my hat off and put it on a toadstool. And then I lay down in some clover to cool off. But when I went back to get my hat, it had gone." "Come on," said Foxglove, "don't look so glum. I am sure between the three of us we will find it." This cheered Bramble up, and he took them to the toadstool where he had last seen his hat. They looked among the clover and daisies. Bluebell lifted the ferns, and Foxglove looked behind trees and down rabbit holes, but it was nowhere to be seen. "Listen," said Bramble, "what's that sound?" "It sounds like a bell," said Foxglove. "Exactly," said Bramble. "It sounds just like the bell on my hat." "Where is it coming from?" asked Bluebell. "It's coming from those wild strawberries," said Foxglove, as the three friends ran over to them. But when they got to the strawberries, they could see no hat. "I can hear it again," said Bramble. "It's coming from that blackberry bush." Bramble, Foxglove and Bluebell all ran to the blackberry bush, but they still couldn't see the hat. "Doingers," said Bramble, "where is my hat?" "It's coming from the dandelions now," said Bluebell. Tinkle, tinkle, tinkle went the bell. Bramble ran as fast as he could to the dandelions, and when he got there, he couldn't believe his eyes. His hat was running off to the daisies. "Oi, come back here, hat!" shouted Bramble as he chased after it. All of a sudden, the hat stopped running and slowly started to turn around. To Bramble's surprise, he could see that his hat was stuck to the bottom of Mr. Prickles, the hedgehog's smallest son, Tickle Prickles. "What are you doing with my hat, Tickle?" asked Bramble. "I didn't want your silly old hat," said Tickle. "It blew on top of me as I was walking past a toadstool, and it got stuck to my spines. I've been trying to shake it off ever since, and I would be most grateful if you could carefully remove it, please." Bramble pulled his hat gently from Tickle's spines and proudly put it back on his head. "That's much better," agreed Bramble and Tickle together, and they laughed. What a sweet story that was! Pixie Bramble, Bluebell and Foxglove searched everywhere for his hat, But who would have thought it was stuck to Tickle Prickles' spines? I hope you've enjoyed this Shed Time story, and if you want to, you can like, share, follow and subscribe to Shed Time Stories. Then you'll be ready for the next book we can share together. Bye-bye!